morning, welcome to Turbokick. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to learn is our ready position, okay? One foot's going to be slightly in front of the other. You choose, doesn't matter which foot. At this point, you're going to be on your toes, okay? Your guard is going to be up, which means your fists are going to be by your face, okay? The proper way to make a fist is to have all four fingers down touching the palm of your hand with your thumb over, okay? Even though this is a non-contact class, we still want to have good form, and if you were to actually punch something with your thumb under your fingers, you would break your thumb, okay? So always have your thumb over your fingers, all right? You're going to pull your shoulder blades back and down as if you're squeezing something between your shoulder blades. Okay, you often see in boxing movies that people are hunched over, okay, but we don't do that in this class. We're building good core strength for good posture, okay, so roll your shoulders back and down, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and your guard is up with your thumbs on the outside of your fingers, okay, so your guard should be up near your cheekbones, okay, so that if someone were to punch you, you can block it, all right? Again, even though this is a non-contact class, we have good form. This also activates our triceps and our abs to have these up here, okay? The tendency for everybody, including me, is as you're working out to bring this up, you're trying to hold your guard up, and so instead of using your core, you start using your shoulders. So keep those shoulders down, okay? So guard up by your face, shoulders back down, pulling your shoulder blades back as if you're squeezing something behind you, okay? Again, one foot slightly in front of the other. You are on your toes and your knees are bent, okay? So this is our ready position. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. We're going to be talking about that a lot in this class. We want our core activated. That gives us the most agility, all right? And also, as we're moving around, you got to be on your toes, okay, because you got to be ready to hop from forward, back, side to side. There's a lot of lateral movement in this class, all right, so you got to be ready. If you're planted on your heels, you're going to not have a lot of quick movement ability, okay? So that's our ready position. You're on your toes, your knees are bent, your feet are wider than hip width apart, guard up, thumbs on the outside of your hands, shoulders back and down, and we're ready. All right, so we're in our ready position. We're gonna learn the first 4 basic punches that we do in the Turbokick format, okay? So, you're in your ready position, guard is up. The first one is called a jab, and a jab is straight forward, okay, or straight out to the side. So you have this whole, you have kind of a 90-degree space from 90 degrees in front of you to the side, and that is called a jab, okay? So usually it's straight out to the front, straight out to the side, but technically at an angle that would be a jab as well, okay? Keep in mind, as you're punching, you want to extend your punches so that your arm is straight, but you never want to lock out your elbow, okay? So as you are coming out, right before you get to the end, you're going to start pulling it back in. And everything in kickboxing is very intentional, okay? So no flailing limbs like spaghetti, okay? Everything is strong and intentional, straight back to the guard, okay? So jab or jab, okay? Same thing on the other side, straight to the front, straight to the side, okay? That's a jab. The second one is called a cross, okay? And so remember how if I'm facing you, if I'm facing the camera, jab doesn't cross the midline, okay? So in order to make it a cross, you're going to put it across your body, okay? So if this one's a jab here, notice my body is open, this is going to be a cross, okay? It's across my body. And look what my feet are doing, okay? I'm going to be on my toe. I'm pivoting on that back foot, okay? Again, extending my punch all the way out. If if I'm planted with my heel on the ground and I move to do this cross, look what my knee is doing, okay? My knee and my hip want to move, but my heel is planted, and that is an immediate way to hurt your knees and ankles, okay? So this is another reason you got to stay on your toes. You got to pivot on that back foot so that your knee stays going the same direction as your toe always. You always want to have your knees pointing the same direction as your toes, okay? So, jab or cross. Pivoting on that back foot, dropping that knee. As you feel ready, you can even make that a lunge. We're not quite there yet. We're just working on the punches. Pull that shoulder back and down. Pull your abs in. Okay? Let's try it on the other side. Jab, straight to the front, and cross. Pivot on that back foot. Drop your knee. Arm is extended. Notice my fist is in line with my shoulder. Okay, so you don't want it up here. You don't want it down here. Right out to the front, okay? And back to ready position. Those are the first two. Ready for the third one? Okay? Shoulders back, ready position, you're on your toes. It's called a hook, okay? So you're going to lead with your chest, follow through, and punch something behind you. Again, notice, because I'm leading with my chest and my hips, and I'm turning all the way through, my foot is pivoted, okay? My arm should be at a 90-degree angle. Just turn it over so that your elbow and fist stay at shoulder height, okay? You kind of pull back here, okay? Leading with your chest, following with your hips, and follow through. Okay, keep that arm at a 90-degree angle the whole way. Woo! Words in the morning. All right, okay? And same thing on the other side. You're here, you pull back, and you swing through. Okay, that's a hook. The fourth one, in my opinion, the most fun, but also the most challenging to have your body activate in the correct way. I think it's kind of the most involved with your lower body, okay? It's called the uppercut. You are going to start with your palm up this time, and it's going to shoot from your hip, okay? Your hip is going to lead, and you're going to follow through, all right? So guard up on the other side, hand down. Notice I prep by bending my knees, down and up, okay? Notice my hips are forward. I push forward with my glutes. I pivot that back foot, okay? And I follow through. This can kind of go to any direction. Remember how the jab was only to here, the cross was over here. This can be at a diagonal, or it can be straight in front of you, okay? So kind of this whole range here. Sometimes I differentiate that for you. Mostly wherever you kind of feel comfortable shooting that uppercut is totally fine with me. You experiment, see what feels good to you. Okay, if you happen to have a mirror in front of you that you can do this in front of, actually I encourage you to try all these things in front of a mirror. Kind of look and see what your body's doing, okay? So for this one specifically, if you have a mirror, you might be punching yourself, your reflection, in the mirror, okay? Right in the chin, okay? So be sure you're kind of shooting up and out. I always tell my students, we're not going to the hoedown, okay? So that's not right here. It's very strong, down and up, okay? And then it always bring it straight back to guard. All right, same thing on the other side, down and up, leading with the hips. Look at my hips move. I'm crunching my abs, shoulders are back. It's almost as if I'm leaning backwards, okay? But it's not from my back, it's from my hips, okay? Down and reach. Pivot on that back foot, okay? You ready to put some of those together with some music? Let's give it a try.
Welcome to round
All right,
59.
you ready? At the beginning of our warm-up, we always work on all 4 of these punches, so this is a good opportunity for you to do it. But we're just gonna work on them individually right here. Okay, so ready position. You're gonna have your right foot in front. Okay, you're on your toes. Your knees are bent. Feet wider than hip width apart. Shoulders up, back, and down. Squeeze your elbows beside you. Thumbs on the outside. Guard is up. Okay? So we're going to jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Remember, pivot on that back foot as you cross. You ready to try it? Here we go. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Okay, as you step on your front foot, you're punching with your front arm, and vice versa. Okay, pivot on that back foot, squeeze your glutes behind you, jab, cross, jab, cross, straight back to guard, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Ready to make it a little faster? Jab, cross, jab, cross. Good. Stay with it, you're doing great. Keep those knees bent. Shoulders down. Pivot on that back foot. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Make the punches look different. Jab, cross, cross. 2, 1. Pause. Pause. Shake out those legs. Okay. We're going to try the same thing on the other side. So ready position. This time with your left foot in front. Big shoulder roll up, back and down. Guard up. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Come on, you're doing great. All right, we're gonna make it a little faster. Here we go. Jab, cross, cross. Okay. Pay attention to what those feet are doing. Are you picking them up? Step, pivot. All right, drop the arms for just a second. Watch what my feet are doing. Step, pivot. I'm dropping my back knee. I'm on my back toe. Okay, look how far my knee is going. You gotta keep that foot from planting. Okay, I'm taking it up every time. Woo! You're gonna feel those internal rotators right there. We don't use those muscles very often. Okay, all right, so you got that jab cross down. If you need more time with it, the great thing about these videos is you can pause, work on it on your own, work on it in front of a mirror, go back and watch that section again. All right, we're gonna add the next 2 punches into that. All right, so watch how this is gonna work. You're gonna start. We're gonna start on the left this time, okay? So your left foot's in front. You're on your toes, big shoulder roll up, back and down, guard is up. So you step on your front foot, jab, you cross with your back foot, and you pivot on your back foot. Okay? So that's where we just ended. Jab, cross. Then you're going to step back on that front foot, and you're going to hook. So remember, your arm is bent. Hook. Okay? Notice I kind of follow through with my front knee this time a little bit. Then you're going to shoot your uppercut from back here, again stepping and pivoting on your back foot. Step up. Okay? Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Notice my arms come back to my guard in between each one. Okay? And your feet are still doing that same thing that we just talked about. Step, pivot, step, pivot. Step, pivot, step, pivot. Something that will be confusing for some of you, especially if you're a dancer, is that a lot of things in Turbokick are same arm, same leg. Okay? So notice, as I'm stepping on my left foot, I am punching with my left arm. When I pivot on my right foot, I am punching with my right arm. Okay? So that's going to be a little bit of muscle confusion for some of you. You'll get it, no problem. If you're struggling to put all of this together right now, focus on one at a time. Again, stop the video, okay? Or even do it with the video and just focus on getting those feet going, okay? Or carefully plant your feet and just be here, okay? Mostly, I don't want you to do that because as you start to really move, you don't want to pull that back foot, that back knee along with you without moving your foot, okay? But you can do it carefully if you're just kind of working on just the basic mobility of your arms, okay? Slow it down, go at your own pace if you need to. This is this is the basic fundamental stuff, so you gotta nail this stuff right now because as we build on, it'll just get more complicated, so be sure you really master these basic things here today, okay? So, again, left foot in front. You're gonna start with your left jab, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, okay? Step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot. Look at me from the side. Step, almost into a lunge, okay? And then as I step on that front foot, I allow my knee and foot to pivot back to where they were, okay? Step, pivot, pivot, okay? You gotta have good shoes for this. If you're in your bare feet, which I don't recommend, this is going to just burn the bottom of your foot. Okay, so be sure you're wearing good shoes so that you can really turn that foot against the ground. Okay? Step, push, 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 push. Okay? Let's do the same thing on the other side here. Okay? So now, this is your right foot. Step, pivot, 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 pivot. Okay, pause. Check to see, is your knee going the same direction as your toe? It should be, okay? None of this. Okay? None of that. I don't know how to even do that. That's wonky. You're probably not doing that, okay? But your toe has to be all the way over there, following your knee, okay? Step, pivot, 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 okay? Let's try those jab, cross, hook, uppercuts on the other side. Okay? So your right foot's in front. You're on your toes. You're ready for that back foot to pivot. Guard up, shoulders back and down. Here we go. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. You ready to try with some music? I think you are. Here we go. Woo! All right. We're gonna keep it on the left side here. I'm sorry, this is your right side. Woo! My left, your right. Okay? Guard up. Thumbs on the outside. Bend those knees. Woo! Ready? We're going to start slow. Jab. Jab. Cross. Hook. Uppercut. Jab. Cross. Hook. Uppercut. Jab. Cross. Hook. Pause. Check your form. Are your hips forward? Is your knee bent? Is your toe following your knee? Is your guard up? Should be. Okay? Ready to pick it up? Woo! It's going to be fast. Here we go, get ready. Bend those knees. Come on. Jab, cross, hook, up. Jab, cross, hook, up. Breathe for me, come on. Jab, cross, hook, up. Jab, cross, hook, up. Couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms. Step, pivot, Really push that hip in. Come on. Bend your knees. Step, pivot, pivot, pivot. We're almost there. Come on. This is important stuff. 3, 2, 1. Take it out. All right. We're doing it on the other side. We can do this all night. Come on. Okay. Left foot in front now. You're on your toes. Feet wider than hip width apart. Big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Let's start slow. Jab, cross, hook, up. Jab, cross, hook, up. Jab, cross, hook, up. You ready to pick it up? Come on, here we go. Jab, cross, hook, up. Hook, up, jab, cross, hook, up. All right. Left, right. Come on, you're doing great. 4 more. 4, 3, stay with it. 2, and 1. Keep those step pivots going. Step, pivot, pivot, guard up. Come on. All right, shake it out. Grab some water. All right, we have a lot of work yet to do on those punches, but you have a good kind of foundation. You've seen them now. I'm going to preview the first part of our warm-up. The warm-up will always be the same, okay? So the first couple of times it seems very fast and complicated, but that's why I'm going to preview it all for you. I'll walk you through it, and so you can feel very comfortable doing that warm-up at the beginning of each workout, kind of something known, and then you jump into what's new. All right? So we're going to start basic ready position, except you're going to be pretty much facing the front. Okay? Again, you're on your knees. Guard is up. We're going to start stepping on our left foot. Okay? Step. Roll your shoulder. This warms up the shoulders, warms up the chest. Notice I'm pivoting on that back foot. Okay? Turning my chest and my hips and following through with my arm. My arm is straight, my palm is open, and my thumb is towards the ground. Okay? This is all just for the sake of waking up your body, warming everything up, getting that agility going, because we're going to need it. Okay? So you step, roll, step, roll, step, roll, step, roll. Okay? So that's the first part. Those arms got to be straight. Keep them in line with your shoulder. Then we work on those punches that we just learned. Okay? You're going to step, step, jab. Step, step, jab. This is called a double bob and weave. Basically just a step together step. Okay? Step, step, jab, step, step, jab. Notice I'm not going across my body. Okay? Then we change that. We just take out the step in between. Step, jab, 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 jab. Okay? We do that with all 4 of the punches. Okay? Next we do a cross with a double bob, single cross, okay? Then double bob with a hook, couple on each side, single hooks, same thing with the uppercuts. Okay? From there, you're going to step on your left foot and march. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. Okay, we're going to do a lot of work on knees in this class. We do a whole bunch of different kinds of knees. That'll be next class. But for now, just kind of get the basics of this. Notice my arms are up. Everything in Turbokick is intentional. I said that, okay? So these arms, you got to get your shoulders waking up. Okay, so you reach up and you pull down. That activates your abs and your core, your glutes, to pull that knee up. Okay? Everything is a full body workout. So 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. Okay? Alright, I gotta think about what's next. 3, knee. Alright, then we do 8 knees to the side. Okay? So, you reach up. Again, we're gonna work on lots of knees during the next class. But basic preview here, knee up to the side. Squeeze your glute, squeeze your knee up, okay, and your elbow comes behind your hip. You do 8 on one side. Then you do 8 on the other side, squeezing your obliques. Okay? Then you hold that one up, try to balance, kick through, and you're ready to stretch. For a lot of people, this is the most confusing move in the warm-up. Okay, basically what you're doing is you're pushing your hips back and you're reaching down, bringing your toe up, okay, to stretch your hamstrings in the back. And then you reach forward, stretching your hip flexor. Okay, if that's what you want to do for now, that's where you are. That's great. Okay, if you want to get a little fancy, as we always do, with the opposite hand, when your hips go back, your hand goes back behind you. When your hips move forward and you drop your toe, your hand swings up and around. So, back and swing, back and swing. Basically, you're just rotating your arm. Looks a lot more fancy than it actually is. Swing it back, up and around. Back, up and around. Okay? Don't let it fool you. It's not that bad. But if the arm confuses you, don't do it. That's fine. Okay? From there, you're going to stay down and stretch a little bit now that you're warming up. Okay? Don't ever overstretch, especially at the beginning of a class. It's early. Don't take it too hard. Okay? From here, we're going to do what's called a speed bag. Okay? Right here. As if you have one of those little punching bags, and you just punch it as fast as you can over and over again, but it ends up kind of looking like you're circling your hands around each other. Okay? And at the same time, so that activates your biceps and triceps. So really get those going. Okay? We got to build some heat here. At the same time, you're going to drop your back knee, push your hips forward, opening up this hip flexor this time. Okay? So it's drop, drop, and then you're going to pull your hips back again and brush your shoe. Okay? This is all just ways of opening up and stretching and strengthening different muscles. Okay, so if there's something that isn't quite working for you, a hand that's not working, that's okay. I don't really care as long as you are working all the right muscles. All right? So, speed bag, opening up your hip flexor, you're on your back toe, hips come back, and you brush your shoe. Okay? If you're not flexible enough and your hand's right here, great, totally fine. You even just put your hands on your knee. Okay? Speed bag and brush. Speed bag and brush. Okay? Ultimately, again, you're going to stretch here. You're going to bring your toe down and you're going to open to a wide side lunge. Okay? With this hand, you're going to reach and you're going to pull. Notice, my feet are slightly at a diagonal. When I bend my knee, it does not ever go past my toe. Okay? I don't want to see any of that nonsense. That is super hard on your knees. So step wide. Okay? Your knee should be right over your ankle. So you reach and you pull. Basically what this is doing is it just makes it an active stretch rather than just holding it because we're still warming up. Okay? Again, if you don't like the arm, you're here and you open. You're here and you open. But be sure your knee stays right over that ankle. Okay? Then we're going to hold this. We're going to open into a long lunge. So again, be sure, knee right over your ankle. Your hand can be on the ground. This is called a low lunge. Or if you want to be up here, this is called a high lunge. Still appropriate. Press your heel back. Be sure you're getting what needs to be stretched. We're going to do some jumping jacks. And we're going to do the whole thing on the other side. You ready to give this warm-up a try? Do your best. You've got it. You can watch the preview again a couple of times if you need to. We're going to be doing this warm-up the whole semester. So you have time to work on it. Okay? But let's give it a try. Alright. You're going to start. Guard up. Shoulders back and down. Thumbs on the outside. Knees are bent. You're on your toes. You're going to step, roll your shoulder on each side. Here we go. Step, roll. Roll, roll. Notice my guard comes back up. My thumbs are pointing towards the ground. My arms are straight. You ready to work on some of those punches? Here we go. 2 steps, 1 jab. 2 steps, 1 jab. 1, 2. Right arm and left. 1, 2. Right and left. You got it, guard up. Make it a single jab. Jab, jab. Okay, good. You're on your toes. All right. Straight back to guard. 2 steps, 1 cross. 1, 2, across your body. Cross. 1, 2, cross. Single it out. Step, cross, cross. Notice, I'm pivoting on my back foot. Hooks, here we go. 1, 2, hook. 1, 2, hook. Follow through. Single hooks. 1, 2, 2. You got it. Last one, uppercuts. 1, 2, up. Really dig into your knees. Come on. And singles. Up and up. Up and up. All right, 3 steps, 1 knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Knee and knee. Right knee and left. Woo! Breathe here for a second. Single knees. Single, single. I forgot to preview this, but it's very straightforward. You're just doing 1 knee on each side. Crunching your abs with each one. 8 knees, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're gonna hold the last one up. Freeze. Kick through, down and up. Down and lift, down and lift. Remember, if the arm's confusing, don't do it. 2, and 1, hold it down. Toes up. Good. Speed bag, here we go. Speed bag, and brush your shoe. Speed bag. Do it again. Speed bag, and brush. 1 more. And hold it down. Drop your toe, and open. Long lunge, here we go. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Good, couple more. Watch that knee doesn't go past your toe. Double it up. 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Good, hold it over. Your hips are back, your chest is up. And turn into a long lunge, high or low. Remember, this is a low lunge. If you'd rather be up here, this is a high lunge, totally fine. Good, bring your back foot in, drop your knee, press your hips forward, open up your hip flexor right here. All right, jack it out. Jack. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. 3 steps, 1 knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Left and right. Left and right. I'm pretty sure I forgot to preview one thing. I forgot to do it on the other side. Single knees. So we're gonna add it in this time. Pressing those hips forward. Crunching your abs. You're doing great. 8 knees. Here we go. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're gonna hold the last one up. Freeze. Kick through, down and up. Swing back, swing forward. Back and forward. Hips back, toe comes up. 2 more. Good, last one. Hold it down. Good, stretch the back of your leg. All right, here's that new move. You're gonna reach up. Reach, pull your shoulder blades together. That just opens up your chest. Now speed bag. Brush your shoe. Good. Speed bag. And brush. 2 more. Last time. Good, you feeling warm yet? Hold it down. And drop your toe. Open. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Double it up. 2 and switch. Where's that knee? Should not be past your toe. Hold it over. Hips are back, belly button tucked in, chest is up. All right, and open into a long lunge, high or low. Check where your knee is, right over the ankle. Back foot comes in, drop your knee, press your hips forward, open up your hip flexor. All right, and give me a couple jacks. All right, great work today. Let's do a little cool down, okay? We're gonna start with a quad stretch. You're going to grab your, you're gonna grab your foot in one hand. Your heel should be as close to your glutes as you can. Your foot should be in the same hand as your foot. And your knees should be together in the front, okay? Squeeze them together, pull up here, really stretching that quad. Other hand can be on your hip, at your stomach, on your head, out front, out to the side, wherever you feel the best balance. Okay, hold that for a minute. Shoulders down, good posture, standing up straight. And drop it, other side. Good, remember knees together. You did great today. I hope you had some fun. I hope you learned something. Hope you got a little warm. Go back and watch this video again if you need to work on anything on your own time. Otherwise, there's lots of time to still learn all of what we covered today. We're going to just keep building onto it. Okay? I hope that you check in with me in our Zoom sessions to ask any questions that you have, to clarify anything, to tell me you want more or less time on something specific. Okay? Drop that foot behind you, press your hips back, and hamstring stretch. Hands can be on the thigh. Okay, your toe is up. So we're going to check in those Zoom sessions. I don't have any format assignment for you just yet. We'll probably start those next week once we've kind of mastered a few basics. Press your toe down, lean down a little further. Be sure you always cool down, you always warm up, you're always drinking a good amount of water. Okay, these are the things that will be important for this class. This foot that's in the front, bring it up over your knee and press. Sorry, my camera stopped. So here we are. We're stretching this side. All right, so drop that foot behind the other foot. IT band stretch, pocket the back knee into the pocket of the front knee. Stretch into that hip. Reach up and over. And stretch anything else you need to. Be sure you're nicely cooled down. Grab some water. Take a deep inhale all the way up, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And thank the Lord for today. And I hope you have a great start to your semester. I'll see you next time.